Greetings, children of the screens. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here. And at my job this week, they're allowing us to dress up in costume every day leading up to Halloween. So I thought it might be fun, as opposed to just doing what I've normally been doing, which is Joker as, like, dressed up as a kid's idea of what Batman is like. I thought I might do different costumes on different days, and while I already have several costumes, I thought it might also be fun to take some stuff I have here around the house and go try to pick up a few extra things for maybe about the same that a brand new costume from the store would cost me, and put it all together and try to make something a little bit more unique. And at the same time, I thought, hey, that might be something that would be fun for you guys to come along with me and see what goes down. And also then afterwards, like, you can tell me about, like, the costumes you made, and if there's any techniques that I use that you have a better way of doing, make sure and let me know. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the creation of a character that does not exist, a character for the sake of argument we will call Priest X. Real quick, guys, I wanted to show you the things I'm going to be working with that I already have. So I have got my priest shirt from the movie Bloodsucker's Handbook that I did. By the way, go check that out online and find yourself a copy. It's really trippy and weird. And then I've got this awesome harness set that originally is actually like a Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad harness, but then I added this belt with a skull belt buckle to it. I've also got this baby here from my punk rock days. You can see it's already pretty scratched up and battle worn. I've got these cute little kid skeleton fingers, gloves that I bought and then cut the fingers off so they fit me. This pad armor set here is actually from Harley Quinn Day. I made some Harley Quinn armor, and then I've just gone over it with some black paint. And then, of course, I've got my sword here, done out in black, even with the metal of the sword itself black. And I might be using either a hatchet that kind of matches that, or I might be using an airsoft gun. We'll see which one looks better. Right on, guys. As I said, I have some stuff at home I'm already going to be using, but I just ran out to the local Walmart, and here in the general tools section, they have these really awesome things right here, these knee pads, and also these kind of all-purpose pads as well. And again, I already have some of these right here at the house I'm going to be using, as well as I got multiple sizes of the Wilson shin guards. Alright, then we're going to get some electrical tape. Let's get the roll of 3. It's like $1.50 for 3 of them. Not too bad. Right on, guys. Now we are at Sci-Fi Factory Burleson, where we're going to pick up our main paint. And this right here is the stuff we're going to want. Citadel Chaos Black Model Paint. Now this is the stuff that they use mostly for all the Warhammer stuff, but I also recently saw on the Hot Toys that they were doing like a Swamp Thing, and they were using these same Citadel paints for that, and this is going to be really good for kind of the glossy and oily rubber materials that we got here. Is just some crappy steampunk costume goggles that I bought a couple of years ago that never really fit. And then I've got this mask that, for the life of me, I can't remember where I picked it up. It was probably like a gas station or something on a road trip. And you can kind of see in here where I've just kind of gone with a pencil lightly and gone over the places where I'm going to tape it down for the painting. And for that, I'm just going to be using kind of standard painter's tape here. As I was showing you guys before, this is my mask, and I have it marked. So what I'm actually doing here is just taking and ripping tiny little pieces and covering over the smaller areas that I don't want painted. And I'm doing the rips so that I, along with this texturing of the mask, I also get like a really jagged, unclean, kind of dirty look going. And then basically I'll just go and use that to do along all of the smaller areas, and then the bigger area here in the middle I'll probably just cover with a plastic bag and tape it there. Right on, guys, now we're going to take our Tomico all-purpose knee pad, and we're going to cut it right along this line right here, where the kind of pattern stops, just because we want that texture, but not the curvature of the knee pad. Now, sometimes you can also use these to do really cool, like, shoulder pads, but that takes a little bit more work, and also I found those other really cool pads at the local Walmart, so I'd much rather try those out. Right on. Try to get it as straight as you can, but it's not that big a deal, because now what we're going to do is we're going to take the two of them together, and we're going to use the electrical tape to bind them. That's it, just the electrical tape. You can use a little hot glue in the middle if you want extra security, but honestly, I've never needed it. And when you're done, you're going to get something that looks about like this. Which, depending on the size of the person, is either like a pretty good thigh pad, or also an arm piece. Again, depending on the size of the person who's using it. Alright guys, so we're going to take our Citadel Chaos Black. We're just going to give a nice liberal coat. You don't really have to worry about it being too even, because we're going to do several coats of it. Watch out for those fumes. Right on, guys. I ended up getting lazy, so I just went ahead and did the painter's tape all the way around instead of using plastic or something like that, which might cause some problems. I might end up getting some paint in between the creases, but it'll be fine for what I'm going for on this. Here, I'm just going to do one side of them and then the next. Right on, guys, let's go ahead and pull this off and see how we're doing. See if we can't just get all this on. So it's not perfect, and that's fine. We don't want it to be too even. All right. There we go. Again, it's not perfect, and that's what we want for what we're doing. And then as soon as I get my goggles all nice and done, then I'll start applying them. But overall, it looks pretty cool. I dig it. Alright guys, so we got our goggles done. They're a little bit messy, but that's okay. And we got our mask all nice and good and done. So now we're going to glue the goggles on. So first off, let's see, I want them to sit just like that. So get nice and thick on there. Right. And hold that in place. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy, that's fine. We're going to do some painting over it, and really you're going to want some extra glue there to seal in all the little cracks and everything anyhow. Just a quick note, guys, I wanted to point out my screw-up. If you look at the quality in these two pieces, number one, obviously this one's bigger, but that is by design. But this one's a bit smoother. This one looks more like the original foam material. The issue with that is I had previously used this one, and it already had 2 coats of red paint on it. So for anyone who does want to use this, I would highly suggest getting just the cheapest paint, spray paint you can. Go over it a couple of times and then use the Citadel good quality paint on top of it, and you'll get a much nicer, more armored looking feel. Alright, that should be all the pieces that we need. So all that's left now is to put them together and feast our eyes on our beautiful creation. Priest X! Okay, I'm taking this off because I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Free stacks, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this is the costume I'll be wearing to work tomorrow. Again, I just had a few things around the house and kind of wanted to throw something together and hopefully make a fun little video. If you guys liked it, make sure and let me know. If you have any costumes you want to share with me or ideas for better techniques in the way I built my costume, make sure and leave those down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure and give it a like and share it with some friends. As always, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it. Nerd Scum, out.
Well done, pathetic scum.